Good evening, my old friends. What a lovely day. I'm sure that you all must have poured yourself a nice dram of whiskey. So again, I'm back. I know it's been a very long time. It's the video that I'll be posting, but I'm back with one of the finest single malts in the world, and the one that I have today. It's not so common whiskey, or even I tried searching out it over net. It's not really popular at this point in time. I won't say popular. The word should be it's not readily available. So what I have today for you guys is a Glenfiddich Select Cask single malt whiskey. The specialty or what so far I've noticed about this whiskey is that I still couldn't find it in any of the retail stores. This is a traveler's exclusive duty-free stuff that I bought. So this one I lately procured while I was traveling back from one of my Europe trip, and I am so fond of this whiskey. I so much like this whiskey that I've already consumed about three-fourths of it. Right. So what I'll be giving you, I'll take you on a journey of what this whiskey is all about. What are the flavors? What are the profiles? What is that you can expect out of this? What is the price point? So let me start off with the Glenfiddich Select Cask single malt Scotch whiskey. So this particular whiskey, I bought it for somewhere around 6,000 rupees. I bought it from Delhi Duty Free, and this was available in a combo offer. So there were 2 liters combo drive that I bought it for about 6,000, and there was about 35% off on this whiskey. So after 35% that I procured this particular single malt for 6,000 or maybe 5,500. I'm not pretty sure, but something within that price range, and that's quite reasonable for 2 bottles. This is a 1 liter bottle that I'm holding right now, and the this whiskey, the oak that's been used for this whiskey, it's the bourbon oak and the European oak. Another specialty about this is these people have used red wine oaks in order to produce it. Yes, red wine oaks, and as soon as I start tasting it, I'll give you much more about the taste and the flavor profile about this thing. But I must say, it's a very smart looking whiskey, and this time the glass isn't tinted. And as the bottle says, it's Solera wetted. So I am sure that most of you are aware of what Solera wetted is. So the containers in which this whiskey is being produced, so the container is never marked empty. And every time a fresh batch that's been fermented and brewed, it's put into it. So say Glenfiddich Select Cask, what I know, when I visited the distillery, these people said that the cask wasn't or the fermenting container was not replaced, or it's not never been empty since 1995. So whatever you guys are drinking at your homes, either this or a 12-year-old, so maybe you guys are drinking something, or there's some stuff or some bit of a residue that you guys can feel in that's from 1995, because it's a grain whiskey, it's a single malt, so each and every year the harvest, it's different. The sort of a single malt behaves, it's different each and every time you consume it, right? So let's start with the tasting of Glenfiddich Select Cask. Guys, want you guys to take a clear look at the bottle. It's so crisp, and it's not tinted, so that's something that's really new for a whiskey like Glenfiddich Select Cask. I don't know why these people are calling it Select Cask. That's still a mystery. I couldn't find out why is it called Select Cask. Is it the master blender or the person who's maturing? Is it there's not that it's not a limited edition or something like that. It's a regular single malt. So let's see what this thing says. So this thing says the master blender has aged and selected bourbon and European oak and red wine cask, and this is a blend and a marriage. So maybe I've already had it, so let me just try another one. So I really like this one. So let me just pop out, and as I always say, this is one of the finest sounds in the world when a cork pops out. That's good. It's so good, I must say, it's so good. Let me pour a dram for myself. Well, something about the glasses. These glasses my father bought, I think, 1989. This is pure crystal. He went. I'm not really sure whether he went or this is basically French made crystal. So let's just try. I'll just keep that aside. Let me just pop it in. You know, the oxidization process and everything. You'll have to do your bit in order to save your whiskies if you're an enthusiast. All right. So let me start off by having a look at the color. It's pretty. It's not a very dark sort of a color. That means it's not even written whether this is a caramelized whiskey or whether these people have used the added tone of color that's allowed in order to add in a whiskey. So there's nothing prescribed, but I'm sure that this is pure bourbon color, pure oak color, because this isn't really dark, but this you can't be really certain whether these people have used it or not. There's no certainty. Just smell it now. Oh, this is paradise actually. I smell a lot of fruitiness in there. There's a lot of fruit. If you would have had red wine, it smells like a bit of a red. There's minus red wine sort of a smell or aroma that I can sense in there. Definitely there's toffee. Oh, apple, peach. A hint of caramel, minty sort of caramel, I must say. Now let's see what the taste profile is all about. So as I've always been saying, if you're a starter, or if you want to start consuming whiskey or a single malt or any of your alcohol, so first, these are all acquired tastes, I must say. They're all acquired. You'll have to acquire them. So the first time when you consume it, it's a bit of a different for anyone. It's a different experience. Some may like it in just 1 or 2 sips, or some might not like it for even if they keep trying it for about 4 or 5 months. The best way of doing it, and this is my personal opinion. So when you take your first sip, it shouldn't touch your tongue. It should actually just the lip, and you should allow your tongue to grab on the essence and the taste from your lips. So I'll just show it to you how this is done. Remind you, I'm not using my lips. I'm not using my tongue, sorry. It's just the lips that needs to be taken into consideration. Mm. Mm. The viscosity, I must say, oh, it's really plain and crisp. I would say the viscosity or the strength or the texture, it's really flattery. There's nothing, not much of a thickness in there. It's just flat. Not, I would say it's purely crisp. It's not flat because there's lots of flavors in there. Lots of caramel, and the aftertaste is so much like when you finish off your wine, when the sip that you taste. It's really crisp, and it's very fruity, I must say. It's a very light whiskey. It's something like a Dalwhinnie, I must say. Yeah, Dalwhinnie Winter Gold. It's some more of like that. It's really crisp and it's very light on your mouth, on your palate. Lots and lots of fruit. I can feel that there's pear, there's apple, there's grapey finish. The finish is a bit greasy, I must say, but yes, it's really good. There's no like it says it's matured in a bourbon cask. There's no mellow sort of a finish that you would have expected if a bourbon was matured into it. But there's no mellowness in this. It's plain, it's crisp, it's good. I would recommend this whiskey. So if you'd want me to rate this whiskey, I would say that packaging, branding, and everything, it's a 8 out of 10. If you talk about maintenance of this whiskey, so if you wish to maintain this whiskey, since the glass is tinted, so it's bound to get a lot of exposure to the atmosphere, and whiskey certainly reacts to the lighting in and around you. So there should be something, although it looks really smart. So, but as far as if you're a collector, or if you wish to collect this thing, I'll give it a 4 on 10. If you talk about the taste, it's a 7 on 10. If you talk about the essence of it, again, it's a 7 on 10. Overall, it's a good combination. It's a great purchase. Value for money. I got it for $6,000 to bottle. I must say, it's really, really good. So value for money is again 7 on 10 for me. So I hope you guys liked it. If you liked it, please share, comment, subscribe to my channel. I'm really new to this, but yes. And there have been lots and lots of people who've been commenting on my previous videos. I'm really extremely sorry to you, you guys. I couldn't reply, I couldn't revert. I know it's been, the gap has been really big, but I'll try and cope up here. Thank you so much for watching.